It's Week 9 of the NFL, and the focus is on the Thunderbirds' Offensive Player of the Year. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Thunderbirds and the Elks, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Elks of Vancouver taking on the Thunderbirds of Chicago. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now Atkins on first down. Pressure comes and down he goes. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Atkins. And he's got his man on the out route. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake. Atkins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
Atkins now looking to throw on 2nd down. They will find Winslow on the left side, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Elks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wolf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them. But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes a receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys,
frustrated.
Oh, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Up the middle they go. It's Wolf, and he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Alexander. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Matthews. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down. Matthews.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Atkins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A first down carry for Henry.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. But you look at this defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Back to throw.
Atkins. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And even 50 receiving yards for him now in this first quarter alone, and also a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Atkins to throw on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Operating from the gun, Atkins.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw, Atkins. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Here's Atkins. Off play action. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! From 10 yards out.
And the Elks go up by 2 touchdowns.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Now the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Wolf, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Matthews. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Atkins to throw. Throwing to start the drive.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Off play action. Atkins keeps himself upright, and he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the 2nd quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Up the middle they go. Wolf fights him off. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 3rd down and 1.
Back to throw. Matthews being chased out left. A solid stiff arm. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. 0 fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the 1st. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
They'll run on 1st down. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2nd and 5. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Elks take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had it working pretty well here in this first half up until that last drive when he put it on the turf, Charles.
So I don't think they want to overreact to that fumble, because now you've got a guy that's played so well, you don't want to take him and limit his effectiveness by worrying about it too much. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if we saw him next week at meetings. He'd have a football with him at all times.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Matthews looking left side. He's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Wolf, and little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Matthews able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Wolf. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wolf down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw on 3rd down, Matthews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
Allen's got it complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Looking to throw on second down. Matthews. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Operating from the gun. Matthews. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Thunderbirds get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started out in the Sooner State of Oklahoma, and it's the Sentinels who are out in front. The Sentinels looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are out in front in that one. The Desperados trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic, see what's happening over in London. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Caps locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Matthews. Over the middle, complete. That's Wolf. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Matthews. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Matthews. And down inside the 15 he goes. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
On 1st and 10, Matthews. Nifty move, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds have cut it back within a score.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Operating from the gun, Adkins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of these guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Matthews. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Up the middle they go. Wolf. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Matthews. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Matthews.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that one good for 16 yards and a 1st.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Henry up the middle. And fights through one man. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A toss right to Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Elks.
To the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Looking to throw. Atkins. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Vancouver 1st down.
Back to throw. Atkins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
fighting through pressure. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Adkins, flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Elks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
Thunderbirds 17.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Matthews. He finds his man. Complete. It's Curtis. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Matthews. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Curtis. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Matthews.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
On the counter, it's Henry. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Off the play fake. Atkins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7.
Back to throw. Atkins. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, You would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Henry will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now Atkins going to throw on 3rd and goal to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And his kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
At the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Matthews. He finds his man. Complete. That's Wolf. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Matthews.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. A give to Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Elks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw on second down. Matthews. He's going to let it fly. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards.
And the Thunderbirds have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive